I should have walked away the moment my stomach tightened that night. Before the unease. Before the lies unraveled. Before the pounding on the door that would jolt me into a kind of fear I had never felt before. I should have trusted my instincts, but I didn't. And what happened after still feels like something out of a psychological thriller I never agreed to star in. It began harmlessly, or so I thought. We met on Facebook, back when people still joined interest groups to make friends and talk about art, music, and meaning. Her name was Renee, or at least, that's what she called herself. She wrote heartfelt poetry, posted soft glow selfies with quotes about healing and self-love, and crafted those calming, introspective captions that made you believe she was gentle, deep, and emotionally intelligent. It was the kind of page that made people feel seen. And I fell for it. Our connection was instant. We spent nights exchanging voice notes about life, childhood, dreams, trauma, music, the kind of conversations that made it feel like we'd known each other for years. She always avoided video calls. Said she hated how she looked on camera. I thought she was just self-conscious, maybe insecure. I wanted to be understanding. 2 weeks in, we decided to meet in person. The plan sounded simple enough, a cozy dinner at a restaurant halfway between our areas. I offered to pay, not to impress her, but because she made me believe we were building something wholesome. I arrived early. The place was softly lit, intimate, the kind of spot where conversations float gently between clinking glasses. I texted her. "I'm here." Her response came instantly. "I see you." Something about that unsettled me. How could she see me? I hadn't even looked around yet. I scanned the restaurant. No sign of her. Then, a wave. Someone near the entrance lifted a hand. Only, the woman waving wasn't the woman from the pictures. Not a slight difference. Not a filter discrepancy. The person in front of me was entirely different. Older. Sharper features. A completely unfamiliar face. Like a stranger impersonating someone I thought I knew. She walked over with the boldness of someone who owned the night, hugged me tightly like we were lovers reunited, and slid into her seat like everything matched the script perfectly. No awkwardness. No explanation. Not even a flicker of guilt. I sat there stunned, my mind scrambling between disbelief and politeness. Should I confront her? Demand answers? Act normal? Leave? Before I could gather myself, she snapped her fingers for the waiter. Ordered 2 appetizers, a cocktail, then began interrogating the menu like she was selecting items for a banquet. She didn't pause to ask what I liked. Didn't look at me to check if I was okay. It was as if I didn't need a say. Then she leaned back, smirked, and said, "You don't mind spending on a woman like me. You're lucky I agreed to come out." Lucky. The humiliation stung, but beneath it, something sharper surfaced, clarity. This wasn't a date. This was a setup. A performance I was never meant to enjoy, just fun. I excused myself with a tight smile, pretending I needed the restroom. Instead, I found the waiter and quietly explained enough for him to understand why I didn't want to return to that table. He helped me pay only for my meal, packed it quietly, and guided me through a back exit like I was escaping a trap, because I was. I stepped into the night air with relief, until a chilling thought hit me. Earlier, during our chats, I had foolishly told her the area I'd booked an Airbnb in case we wanted to watch a movie after dinner. I told myself I was overthinking. She wouldn't actually come. Right? Inside the Airbnb, silence pressed heavily against my thoughts. I replayed everything, every ignored red flag, every excuse I made for her, every instinct I brushed aside. Anger brewed, not just at her deception, but at myself for allowing it. By midnight, exhaustion took over. I had just begun drifting off when bang. 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 Not knocks, violent pounding. The kind that makes walls tremble and blood freeze. Then her voice, sharp and unhinged. Calling my name. Demanding I open the door. Accusing me of humiliating her, using her, disrespecting her. The banging grew louder. The doorknob rattled like she was trying to break it open. My pulse hammered in my ears as I stood motionless in the dark. I didn't make a sound. I didn't breathe too loudly. I didn't dare move. The air felt tighter with every second. She switched tactics. Anger. Then tears. Then begging. Then threats. Then silence. 25 minutes felt like an hour trapped in a horror script I didn't audition for. Eventually, it stopped. But I didn't move. I sat in that silence, listening, waiting, praying she wasn't still outside. I waited over an hour before packing quietly. Slipped out, careful not to make a sound, scanning shadows as though the night itself was watching. Drove away like someone fleeing a crime scene, adrenaline shaking through me the entire journey home. I blocked her everywhere. Days later, a mutual acquaintance from the Facebook group messaged me. "Be careful. Renee isn't who you think. She's done this before. Not once. Multiple times. Different names. Fake pictures. manipulated men into footing bills and then guilt-attacking them into silence. I never replied. I didn't need more details. I had lived enough of the story. But the lesson stayed, so loudly it still echoes. When something feels wrong about someone from the beginning, don't wait for evidence to justify walking away. Instincts are not paranoia. They're protection. Because sometimes the danger isn't what a person does to you. It's what you risk by ignoring the voice that tried to save you.